Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I thought I'd do something a little bit different and fun, and I decided to scent some of my favorite YouTubers. Now these are not fragrance YouTubers. I mean, one of them does talk about fragrance very frequently, but they're not in the fragrance reviewer YouTube community. We've all done the videos where we scent other fragrance reviewers, and those videos were really fun, and I thought it might be cool to scent just other YouTubers. So if you guys would like to see what YouTubers I chose and what scents from my collection I think they could rock or best represents their personalities and aesthetics, then let's go. Now there's 5 YouTubers. I chose 5. I was initially going to do 10, but I don't want this video to be too long. I also chose from my collection. As you guys know, I really like to choose and bring in fragrances from my collection rather just than all the fragrances in the world, because I have a really intimate knowledge of all these scents, and when I'm scenting someone, I want to be able to really think about the fragrance that would best fit them, and it's really a lot easier for me to do it with fragrances that I have more experience with. So the first YouTuber I'm going to scent is Safiya Nygaard, and I love her content. Actually, last year during Halloween, her videos where she mixes everything together, like mixing all my lipsticks together, mixing all my foundations together, mixing all my eyeshadows together, inspired me to mix all my vetiver fragrances together and make a Franken fragrance. And I just really love her video. She's really blowing up and she's absolutely fantastic. And so what kind of made me choose this particular fragrance for her is the recent video that she did where she chooses a makeover based on what people think would be the perfect makeover for her. Her hairstyle based on the shape of her face and her skin tone and things like that. And she described her style to Stacey London, and I love Stacey London, and Stacey was even like, what? As comfy vampire, and I can relate to that style so much. So when I was thinking of a fragrance, to me Safiya is very fun, she's very playful, she definitely doesn't take herself too seriously, but at the same time she knows exactly who she is, she knows her style, she's in command of it, but she's also silly and fun. And I chose Elvira Vamp. This is a Demeter fragrance. The Elvira fragrances from Demeter are so good. They're fantastic fragrances, and I just thought that not only is this a scent that I think smells really nice, it's really wearable, very safe, but at the same time I think that it's just quirky enough that you would get a kick out of it as well. So this is the scent that I chose for Safiya Nygaard. Next up is simply Nailogical, the Hollow Queen herself, and I will admit the fragrance I chose wasn't because of the juice, but it was for the presentation. If you know her channel, you know she is a self-proclaimed holosexual. She loves hollow, everything hollow. And so I went to my collection and I found the prettiest, sparkliest bottle in my collection, because I feel like even if she didn't like the fragrance, if it didn't have a sparkly, beautiful bottle, she wouldn't care. And so I chose, and this is a gorgeous fragrance, a fantastic fragrance, Ylang in Gold from Nikkietutorials. It's got all these pretty sparkles, some of them are a little bit rainbow, so they're holographic. It's got this beautiful gold shimmer juice, and I just feel like she would get a kick out of this presentation. On top of this fragrance, it's just really beautiful. It's a very creamy, gorgeous, decadent white floral scent, really delicious. I love it. But for me, I chose this for her specifically because of the bottle. Next up is a beauty guru fragrance, a beauty guru YouTuber, and I have 2 of them here, and I didn't want to choose too many of them. I wanted to have a nice variety, but I really love these 2 guys. I love the makeup that they do, I love that they're unapologetically themselves, and there's just something about watching them that makes me so happy. So the first one is PatrickStarrr. I love PatrickStarrr. I think he's so talented, he looks like he has so much fun, and he takes his craft so seriously. So when I was picking a fragrance from my collection for Patrick, I was thinking of, and this is also kind of a joke too, like at the very end, when I was thinking of a fragrance for Patrick, I was thinking of something loud and sexy and just unapologetic and fun, and just you wear it and you grab everyone's attention, because that's what Patrick does. When they enter a room, all eyes are on Patrick. And so the fragrance that I chose was from Bond No. 9, and it was for Perfumista Avenue. And I also like the bottle, but the bottle is a star. So that's one thing, PatrickStarrr, but also nothing to do with SpongeBob, but also, like, this reminds me of Patrick. I don't know. It's silly. It's silly. But there's just something about Perfumista Avenue that it's not a safe scent. It is definitely a scent that grabs people's attention by the nostrils, pulls them to you, but at the same time it's really beautiful and very sexy. And I just feel like Patrick has that type of personality that just grabs people's attentions and brings them to him. And I just think that they're such a good person, they're so talented, and they definitely are somebody I could see wearing and rocking this scent. Plus I think they'd also love the bottle. Next up is another fragrance, not fragrance, I don't know why I keep saying fragrance, another beauty guru YouTuber, and it is Nikkietutorials. I love her. I think her skill is some of the best makeup I've seen on anybody. She is so ridiculously talented. I also just love the fact that she seems so nice. Like, I don't know if these people are actually nice. Let's be real. I don't know these people. I know that the personas that they put online, but I just generally think that she's one of those people that just seems really nice. I don't know if down to earth is the correct word I would use for any of these beauty gurus, but just generally nice. On top of that, she has impeccable taste when it comes to fashion and accessories and makeup. I love looking through her Instagram. I'm always so amazed at how gorgeous she looks 24/7. It's unreal. And I was just thinking of a scent to me that looks sparkly and fun and is beautiful and impeccable, but at the same time is just a favorite for a lot of people. And the fragrance I chose was Valentino Donna. Plus, I think she'd like the bottle. This is just, you guys know, this was a love at first sniff with me. This is probably one of my favorite designer scents ever. I haven't tried any of the flankers and liked them. I haven't tried the noir version, but the aqua and the rose verde, I think it was the rose verde, not the hugest fan of. I think because this is so perfect, I don't see the reason to change it. I understand flankers, I respect flankers. Some flankers I love even more than the original, but the original Donna to me is just so perfect, there's no need for anything else. And I feel like when it comes to Nikkie, that's it. She's so perfect. You can just watch her channel. You pretty much get everything you want. She does fantastic kind of like special effects makeup. She gives you tutorials. She does really fantastic reviews. She does everyday looks. She does super glam looks. You can really get just about anything you want from Nikkie. And so also that mentality is another reason why I chose Donna. It's just a perfect fragrance all around, and I think Nikkietutorials is pretty perfect. Last but not least, Charles Gross. Charles Gross is somebody who has a real passion for fragrance, is definitely somebody in the fragrance community where a lot of people love and watch. I think with Charles Gross, you either love him or you hate him. He definitely has one of those personalities and one of those channels, but I love Charles Gross. I really do. I think that there was a time where you could definitely see some anxiety and issues with him, but I love to see him work through those and definitely grow his channel and grow who he is as a person. I think it's been really awesome. But if there's one thing when I think about Charles Gross, actually two things. I think Birkins and I think Chanel No. 5. His love for fragrance is fantastic, and he has a real solid connection to designer fragrances, specifically classics. And being a Chanel No. 5 obsessed lover, I wanted to find something that was beautiful, luxurious, and not identical to Chanel No. 5, but something that has that same kind of mature, sexy, classic, timeless appeal, but at the same time was a little bit more special and luxurious than No. 5. It is hard to get more luxurious than Chanel No. 5. So I chose one of my personal favorites from Roja Parfums Enslaved. Now, when I reviewed this fragrance, I said this reminds me a lot in composition to fragrances like Shalimar and Chanel No. 5, but it is distinctively a Roja scent. It is gorgeous, it is beautiful, it is mature, there's something classic and timeless about it, but there's also like a little bit of sexiness and powderiness to this that I really enjoy a lot. So I think that if Charles doesn't really venture too much into niche. The only fragrances that were niche that I saw Charles even remotely consider was by Kilian, and I think that they have Intoxicated and one other. I don't remember what the other is. So I feel like if they were going to head into the niche category, I feel like Roja would be perfect, or Kristin, which is another reason why I chose Enslaved. Anyway, I know this video was a little bit silly and it was a little bit different, but I thought it would be fun to send some people who weren't really active or big members of the fragrance community. I think that these are fun. Again, I chose from my collection, so there's definitely other scents out there that might be more perfect, but I did want to choose fragrances that I particularly thought that I love to wear that would be really great to recommend or imagine some of these YouTube celebrities wearing. You guys are wondering, my scent of the day is actually Enslaved. So I am wearing this now, so I obviously love it. It's so good, so beautiful, timeless. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love all of these. So yeah, I would love to know what you guys think. Do you like videos like this? Do you want me to do more videos like this? Are you familiar with any of these YouTubers? Would you agree with my choices? If you are, maybe you have other fragrances that you have in mind that you think they would smell like or would enjoy wearing. Or send some of your other favorite YouTubers. They don't have to be fragrance YouTubers. They could be story timers. They could be beauty YouTubers. They can be techies, gamers. Doesn't matter. I'd love to know if you guys have thought about sending any other fantastic YouTubers out there. I know this video is weird and jumbled, I'm so sorry, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to link everybody's channels below. I think that they don't need any help from me with being successes, but if you want to watch their content and maybe figure out why I chose the fragrances that I did, definitely check them out. They're all fantastic. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like content like this, remember to give it a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. If you do not, there's a downvote button. That's totally fine. I have no issues with downvotes. It helps me curate my collection for you guys, or curate my content and bring you guys the best content possible that you guys want to